Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, Professor Sir John Curtice, the Egghead's Egghead and purveyor of stats and reading the runes, as it were, of political futures, has said that John Swinney's independence dream is already over and is fading fast. It won't happen. He's looked at the numbers and he says that there's no way at all the SNP can get any kind of majority, not even close. He's saying it's dead in the water already. Now, of course, Swinney has claimed that the only way they'd be able to get a referendum is if the SNP win a majority of the seats. And Curtice, of course, well versed in the dark arts of political, how can we say, forecasting. He has said that this isn't going to happen. This logjam that Swinney calls it is not going to be met. He says that he believes Keir Starmer is still likely to, even if they did get it, is still likely to say no because of Section 30, which gives the Prime Minister of Great Britain the power to veto any requests. So he'll say no because he doesn't want it either. But Curtice was at the Fringe, Edinburgh Fringe, and he predicted the SNP would win around 45 to 55 seats. So let's say 50 seats, right bang in the middle. And it would still probably form the next Scottish government, but only as a minority government or in a coalition. And he said second place will likely be either Scottish Labour or Reform, and even he wouldn't like to call that. It's so close. Now, if Labour and Reform were in any way sensible, they would do well to form a coalition, informal, case by case basis, just to simply stop the SNP. And indeed, all the other parties ought to sit there at the beginning of the session and agree that whatever happens, they always vote, regardless, always vote against the SNP, even if the SNP hang on with the Greens. Just simply so that nothing gets through. It logjams everything and forces the SNP to give up power. And then you can force that, or you can force another election, etc. There's many different permutations. But, that's obviously... Now, Curtice did say that Swinney was more interested in shoring up support for the SNP than he was really in getting independence. He said that actually the problem for Swinney is that the SNP is becoming fractured. And yes, we all know, independence at the heart of it, but he's got to try and bring all these factions together. So he said, what is John Swinney doing? He's basically saying to the people, if you want independence, you vote SNP, don't vote for Alba, don't vote for the Greens, don't vote for anyone but me. The trouble is, there's so many people now are starting to see the SNP for what they are, which of course is why their membership has more than halved and is continuing to hemorrhage. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And there's also the fact that they really can't afford to run and fight a full campaign. They've got no money, the SNP. They're bankrupt. But there we go. And of course, when you get the fragmentation of the list vote, which will be very, very well fought over, it's likely there may not be more than 2 or 3 Greens at most. It's cracking, isn't it? There's so many permutations. It really is going to be, throw it all up in the air and see where everything lands. Hey ho, it's going to be an interesting election. Anyway, let me know what you think. And I will say about this one being a Scottish-oriented video, do go across to Silver Fox Scotland. We've got about 7.5, getting on for 8,000 subs over there. It'd be nice to get across there, help that channel grow. Go across, see what we got on there, and hit subscribe over there as well. See if we can get up to 10,000 by, say, the end of September, perhaps. So there's something else. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this. Bye.